Hello, wonderful listeners, and welcome to Boomy and the Ham, the podcast where our sports conversations will make you feel like you are losing brain cells. I'm Ham, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you join us for another amazing episode of Boomy and the Ham. And here we go. Welcome back, everybody. We are on episode 2 of Boomy and the Ham. I am your host, the Ham, joined by my amazing team, Boomy or Boomer
Hey,
Colasacco, and our amazing producer who has put in a ton of legwork these past few days to get this uplifted and firing on all cylinders. Jesse Basunia, can you say hello?
let's go. What's up, guys?
Alrighty, so on today's episode, we are going to be giving a introduction of Jesse, kind of his sports background, a quick recap of the NBA and NHL, and then we will transition into our three heartbreaking moments as football fans, because as you know, all of our sports teams fucking suck. Then we're gonna talk about the price gouging with the fucking NFL because that's some bullshit. And then we're gonna, I guess, end it on some NFL schedule because that comes out on Wednesday. So we're gonna give a little preview on that. And then a little lighthearted talking about our top 10 list of people we would want on the podcast. So there's going to probably be 30 names thrown about. But if we were to land one of these people on the podcast, we would be very, very excited. So let's jump right into it. Jesse, he is our executive producer. He has, like I said, just been putting in hours and hours of work to get this thing started because me and Boomer are morons. We don't know anything. So having somebody who is very savvy in the video editing and graphic design world who can basically build us a YouTube page, Facebook page. He's going to be building us a website. We're going to be dropping some merch on there soon. Start to finish, like, first of all, I cannot say how thankful I am for you to be a part of this. But Jesse, let's go over you, your sports background, where you're from, and then we're going to make fun of you for your sports teams. So go ahead.
And you're gonna make me tear up like that. I appreciate that, Garrett. So hello to our new listeners. If you don't already know, I am Jesse. I don't know how I'll ever top that beautiful introduction Garrett gave me last episode. But I'll go ahead and fill in the blanks. I'm a fan of all teams based in the Dallas Fort Worth metropolitan area, two of which are currently sitting comfortably with their 2-1 lead in their respective playoff series. That's
Okay. Yeah, yeah. All right,
kind
we're
of
already
to cheer
over this,
about.
so we're done.
And so it begins.
Yep. Took him about 20 seconds
And
from opening his mouth.
we're talking about similarities as well. Both lost game one and then won the last two. But anyway,
Okay.
enough about that. We'll get more into that. I'm from Texas, and I am so glad that we got this show on the road. Something looking into the future. I'll be in and out as a host due to some other obligations that may arise, but I am fully committed with producing and publishing every episode for our awesome listeners. So the content will never stop for you guys. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Garrett, take it away.
Alrighty. So, with that, um, I guess let's just start making fun of you. What does it feel? What is it like to just be a
Oh man,
Cowboys
coming up
fan
next with that.
that is just the cuck of the NFL? I said this on episode one. You guys are
Look,
cucks. You guys literally they basically edge you
hey,
all regular season, and then they just go and fuck it all away when it matters.
look. I've already come to terms with the fact that I'm just a slave to Jerry Jones at this
Are
point.
you spending any money? Have you spent any money yet? Like
No,
since you said you were
not
gonna.
since the last thing I bought was a Micah Parsons jersey,
Okay.
and that was his rookie year.
Yeah, so
Oh
you're
no,
really
and then we went
you're
to the
really
game.
hitting Jerry Jones where it hurts. Right,
Mm,
right, right,
yeah,
right in
but
his pockets.
unfortunately, there are people that are still buying into his crap and going to games. So I can't do much about that.
All in, baby.
It,
All in.
All in, yeah, all
So
in my wallet.
would you
Zeke.
say that
Just sign Zeke.
would you yeah would you guys say that this is your year?
We're currently
I
there
mean,
with the
I mean, truly, yes,
circle
it's
of
our
life
year, right?
thing.
It is most definitely our year.
It's okay. Um
And
You know, remember the graphic where they have the circle where it's like we're here and it's like this is our
yeah.
year, and then the
Yeah.
bottom of it it's we them boys, and then the
Yeah.
last part is them getting kicked out in the
hey,
first round.
do you know how I know it's our year? Is because when Jerry Jones spoke before the draft, when he was talking to reporters, and they asked him about, what he plans on doing with the draft pick and like where the team is at. He said, "We have," and I quote, "We have the 24th overall pick because we are the 24th best team." In the
Jesus
NFL. So,
Christ.
so listening to that, right, I got very,
Hey,
very comfortable with it. I'm like, okay, this guy definitely has it in the bag. He knows, he's obviously knows what he's talking about.
I
yeah, people said that
So,
about Biden too.
yeah, they're basically one and the same.
Jerry Jones for president.
They basically have
Yeah.
fucking half a brain and they're running something that they should not be running. So, anyways,
Mhm.
um okay, so let's go into quick recap
I'll
of
get through it.
NBA. Like we talked about, the Minnesota Timberwolves got throttled last night. I will say, and this is a reason why I love Anthony Edwards so much. He owned up to it. Like he's like, hey, I got to play better. I can't play like that for my, for my coaches, the fans, my teammates, this, that, and the other. Um, I liked it. I think he at 22 years old, he is, you know, way wiser, than I guess he's given credit for, if that makes sense. Like he is way more mature, I should say, than a 22-year-old should be.
Yeah, and he's taking ownership of it too. That's important. If you're trying to be a leader,
Hmm.
you have to step up and do that. I'm not saying shoulder all the blame because I mean he is doing his best. I mean, and I mean they're getting throttled right now, and I think he
Hmm.
just passed 40 points in the game,
Yeah,
but
it's
he's not.
99 to 111. Uh, Ant has
They just hit a three.
41.
It's 111, 102 now.
Okay, I mean they can make a little run. They're still 239. If Minnesota comes back and wins this, it's gonna definitely be hard for the Nuggets to come back down 3-1. I mean, even though the GOAT has already done it, you know.
Shut your
Um,
mouth. You shut your mouth.
but I would like to see the I just don't want to see the Nuggets win again. I just want to see the Timberwolves win. That'd be so sick.
I mean, Joker has never won a championship in the same season that he won MVP. So
Mm.
It's because you're like, what the stat is that? He's won one championship.
Well, yeah, but
yeah,
Jesus.
he won like two.
But he's been
He's a three
MVP
MVP title.
twice.
A little bit bigger of a sample size before you start
That's a that's a pretty good stat.
trending.
That's a pretty good stat. That accounts that
God.
this would be 3 years worth of data. It only took 1 year for LeBron to be crowned the GOAT. What, like, we didn't need that much of a sample size.
Yeah. I don't think you
I'm just
understand
like
what
I
GOAT
saw it on the
means, my
internet.
bud.
Yeah, that'll be a topic for another day because I'm not having this discussion with you. Um, okay. So going in, Pacers lost to the
Oof.
Knicks.
No, the
Ooh,
Knicks lost to the Pacers.
Or yeah.
They
No,
got
you're right. You're sorry,
they
sorry.
got pushed right up the poopy hole real good.
They got their asses beat. Um, it's like that video
Yeah.
of like, Philadelphia is probably on the side, like the guy on the sidelines with his feet in the air recording, and it's just the Pacers on top of the Knicks beating the fuck out of them. That was how tonight was. I don't
Yeah.
understand how
I
you
I love my
mean,
lose.
man.
How do you lose by 32 points in a playoff game? I mean, I understand they're hurt, and I already told you that this was probably going to happen, but
yeah.
let's just let's just go. I'm going to just read off some numbers really quick. Okay. Josh Hart, 2 points. D. Vincenzo, 7 points.
DiVincenzo. Let's put a little
DiVincenzo,
Italian on his
yeah,
fucking name,
sorry,
bud.
I actually only have 2% according to 23andMe, 2% Italian, so that does not roll off the tongue. Um,
So you like Chef Boyardee, not real Italian food, is what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
How does okay, Brunson 18 points, McBride 16 points, and Burks 20 points. I mean, I don't really have because I don't even know who the fucking rest of these people are. Your two biggest stars right now, Hart and Brunson, combined for 20 points. They didn't even combine for a triple double, and they're
They
probably.
hit the starters hit 1-3, and it was DiVincenzo.
Did you watch the game?
No, no, I refuse
I
to
was gonna
watch the
say,
game, but
I was
maybe
gonna
I
say,
should now.
I was gonna say, dude,
I should
you
now.
may have to reverse the stigma or the whatever you think's gonna go wrong because they need you. Your boys need you right now.
They need something, dude. My lord. I mean, Hart hits one shot the whole game to two. Like
Yeah,
Brunson goes 6 for 7. I told you they were gonna have a bad night. I knew it. I didn't think what's his name Ananobi was gonna be hurt, but I guess he effed up with a hamstring, so that was pretty freaking sweet. But I mean, it's not good when your highest scorer is Alec Burks off the bench.
yeah,
Woof, freaking woof.
yeah. That is rough.
It's not good.
No, that is not good.
Yeah, this
Um,
is this is kind of scary time for the Knicks right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man, this is a good
I
game.
don't know.
105, 113. Anthony Edwards has 44 points right now. That is nuts.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean
I don't think he'll
Brandon
pull it
the
Miller.
off.
cat can ball, as they say.
Yeah, 28 seconds left. I don't think they're pulling
Knicks
off. I
gonna
mean,
take a Reggie Miller type moment to fucking.
yeah. I mean, still salute to fucking Ant because dropping 44 on the Nuggets, pretty good. Pretty fucking good. Okay. Oh, 107. Oh man. They might do it. We'll come back to that once the game ends. Let's talk a little NHL really quick. As you know, we don't fucking not like we don't care about the NHL. We just don't really know how to talk about it. Um, so Canucks are beating the fucking brakes off the Oilers, which is actually what I wasn't expecting. Because I listened to a little bit of podcasts on hockey because I'm trying to get my lingo up. Um, Everyone said the Oilers were gonna fucking wax the Canucks. So it's I don't know. I feel like it hasn't. Whenever the Canucks have won, I feel like it hasn't been close unless I'm wrong. What have the scores been?
I gotta pull it up actually. Let me see. Let's see. Since the series started, it was 5-4 game one. Canucks won 4-3 game two in OT,
Oilers
and
won.
now Canucks are up 3-1.
Okay, so I'm just an idiot. So it has been close. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
And
mean, two goals isn't. It's only the end of the first. 2 goals isn't impossible.
Yeah, no,
Was it
true.
the great what is the coach's name in D3, the Mighty Ducks?
Happy
How long does
Gilmore?
it take to score a goal? Less than a second.
Yep, it does. Less than a second. Um, okay, Panthers beat the brakes off the Bruins once again. They're up 3-1. They're beating the brakes off them. It was a close game, 3-2, but um, they are mollywopping the Bruins, and the Panthers are looking very, very good. Um, Jesse, your Stars. Hmm?
Stars could easily be 3-0 right now if it weren't for a 3-0 meltdown in game one. But they've been taking care of business against the Avalanche,
Yeah,
and it's not like the Avalanche
yeah.
are scrubs.
No, they're not. We were talking about on episode one, like Avalanche, they're pretty high flying offense. So, um, I think that if the Stars take care of business here, me and Boomy actually agreed on a take. We said Stars and Rangers are going to be the finals. What are your
Yeah,
finals?
I remember hearing that. When we talked about this a couple weeks ago, I didn't know if the Stars could pull it off,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, they just handled last year's, or I guess this year's defending champs, and they're handling, you know, last year's champs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're out for blood.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys are very, very good. Who do you have in the finals?
I'll say I'll take that bet. I'll say Stars and Rangers.
All right, so
I
we're
think.
triple down.
I think that's a good.
If that happens, if Jesse, if this here, I'll make you a deal. If the Stars go to the finals and win it, I will buy you a star. Do you have a Stars jersey yet?
Yes, I
Okay.
have. I have a Jamie Benn and a Jason Robertson jersey.
Okay, I'll get you a new Stars jersey as a congratulations. I'm rooting for the Stars because the
I
Blackhawks aren't
appreciate
in
that,
it.
bud.
Yeah. But if the Rangers and Stars go, then that means we know puck, right? We
Yeah,
fucking like this is a hockey podcast at that point. Cause we go,
Yeah,
listen,
right. Who
we
needs the
has to
NFL
be.
when we know
yeah
so much about hockey?
yeah we called our shot. Fucking, there's probably still a month of hockey left. We called it a month early. Place our bets.
We
Um,
we should have. We should have.
yeah, we should.
No, because then if I would have put it on the Rangers, then they would have lost. So,
Yeah, that's usually
Very
how it
true.
works.
Yeah, very
so
true.
good thing our hockey takes are super broad and very short because otherwise I'd talk too much and then the Rangers would start sucking.
Yeah, next year, I already promised the fans next year it we're gonna get somebody on here who's been around the ice, you know, a little bit and
Hmm.
can definitely fill us in, and we're gonna be brushed up on our lingo and who's good, but um I know the Blackhawks are coming. That's all I know. So everybody watch out for Chicago. Um
I'll
okay,
hold my breath.
That Bedard kid.
so I wanted I don't know what I want to talk about first, but it's kind of hard to hold a conversation because this has just been on my mind. And it pisses me off. Why the
Go for
fuck
it.
does it cost $850 to watch all NFL games? Why in the
Because
fuck
they're
is
trying to
that a
suck
thing?
every single cent out of everybody. The
It
MLB
doesn't.
started this shit with the Apple freaking TV games, freaking
It's on
blacking out certain
Netflix
games. All
now.
they care, the NFL is so bad with it. All they want is money.
It is
That's the only
so.
thing they care about.
It is the dumbest. Okay, so here I'm gonna break it down. Okay,
Break it down.
this is from just something on fucking Facebook. Um, we'll give a shout out to this person because this is where I saw it. Sports Key to Pro Football. I don't know if that even holds any weight. If that's a real fucking like, hey, this is a trustworthy source. I'm sure it is because it's got me pissed off. So we'll just say it's real.
Top men.
Um, they posted it could potentially cost NFL fans $850 to watch every game of the 2024 NFL season. 72.99 YouTube TV, $349 for NFL Sunday Ticket, $9 for Prime Video, $6 for Peacock, $11 for ESPN, $6 for Netflix. The total cost is at least $855.86, and I think that's like it's spanning over um, each month, right? Because Netflix is a monthly charge, ESPN Plus is a monthly charge, Peacock's a monthly charge, Prime Video is a monthly charge.
Yeah.
YouTube TV and NFL Sunday Ticket, I think, are one-time charges. But if you took all that, added up, you're at $855.86.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a monthly one too.
Oh, YouTube TV is?
Yeah, I had it for a while. I'm
No,
90%
I
sure
don't
that.
think it is. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it is, dude.
Is it?
YouTube Live TV, I'm pretty sure is monthly.
Oh no,
Otherwise,
there's it's
otherwise
so
I got
there's it,
gypped
it
out of it real hard.
yeah, I don't know. I know I actually did have a pretty so if you go to college, I don't know if they're gonna do it again. If you have like a college email, you could sign up and you get really cheap YouTube TV. Like stupid cheap. YouTube TV.
Isn't that the same thing with Amazon Prime too? If you're a college student.
Yeah, yeah. Like since I'm going to BSU, I get cheap YouTube TV. I don't know if I'm still. I need to check if I'm still paying for it. But anyways, too many fucking subscriptions to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go into it. Why? So I don't even know how to like wrap my head around this. So my problem with it is there are it is too expensive for the average viewer, right? Like I'm going to watch football one way or another, whether it is on one of those services or not. If I have to go to a bar to watch it or other ways that I'm not admitting to fucking the NFL's gonna drop an Apache helicopter full of fucking SWAT members at my house after this goes.
Piracy,
Yeah,
yarg.
but yeah, but my problem is it's too expensive for the average person to watch football. And second of all, there's 7,000 fucking streaming platforms that you have to use. Like right there was what, seven
Mm-hmm.
of them? You have to you
Yeah,
have to you have to sign up for seven streaming platforms and bounce around. Here's an idea, okay? Here's an idea that I have, and fucking call me crazy. The NFL owns all fucking rights to the NFL, right?
I would hope so.
You're a fucking multi-billion-dollar corporation, and I'm pretty sure um, Disney's gonna fucking buy you here soon. Why not? And I know this is crazy. Make a fucking NFL app or broadcasting network that is just called the NFL Network that they may or may not already have. Charge everybody $250. You get all of that money because you're not having to use Netflix, you're not having to use fucking ESPN. You get all of the money and you're going to have probably 50 to 60% more people utilize that service because it's a dedicated broadcast with all games. Oh, and here's another funny thing. You have NFL Red Zone. Why don't you just put everything on fucking NFL Red Zone? All the games. Just have who's that guy who covers NFL Red Zone?
I couldn't even tell you his name.
David Hansen or
Something
Scott
like
Hansen.
yeah, something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Whoever it is.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah. Whoever it is, whatever that fucking goat broadcaster's name is, have him just. I guarantee you that dude would be like, I would love to sit here for 12 hours and just cover football, commercial free for fucking 12 hours every Sunday and Monday or whatever, whenever the games are broadcasted. Just have him be your head
Yeah.
broadcaster. And I know I'm going on a bit of a rant, but it's literally pissed me off so much because last year I had YouTube TV and there was probably 60% of the Bears games I couldn't watch because it wasn't it like YouTube TV translated essentially into like NFL Red Zone. But if it was like not in that red zone time period, so like Monday, Thursday, or Sunday night, I didn't get to watch the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, so, I mean, I had YouTube TV, I had Hulu TV, and especially now being in your local area, it just translated to you just have basic cable. Now, I know YouTube TV just did the Sunday ticket, I think, this last year
Yeah.
for like an extra, like, I think it was like $10 or something like that. But I mean, I already had my thing going on where I get all the games anyway. But um, yeah, I mean, the only thing with your app idea, I would possibly kind of shoot down is I think the NFL makes more money off of all those TV contracts, and if they spread it enough, they're not going to give that up just for an app. You know what I mean? So
I
it,
think
it
that's
all comes
overrated.
down to money.
Yeah.
It's all the NFL has ever cared about, which is why they add all these stupid things like changing Thursday night football to NFL or from Prime Video and adding all these stupid things. Like, I mean, for God's sakes, they did Nickelodeon freaking Toy Story.
Well, but here's the thing
Who the
about
hell watched that?
no, I here's the thing about that I have no problem with. It's getting a younger audience into into football. So I don't have a problem with them like doing SpongeBob and Toy Story and all that shit because I think that's cool and it gets kids to like want to go play football instead of sitting in front of a fucking iPad and wasting their life away.
Well, true, but all those kids are old enough to not really want to watch that anyway. If they're getting into football, they're usually old enough where
No,
they're not
like
going to sit there
dude,
and
they start
watch,
flag football at like
Woody
4
be a
years old.
quarterback.
They start flag football at 4 years old.
Sure.
4 or 5
But
like
even still, don't get me wrong. Like the NFL's smart for getting that money out, but it's like they're doing too. They're like just throwing their product at everyone, saying, "Hey, we want money, we want money, we want money," and everyone's obviously dumb enough to go, "Yes, yes, yes."
no and like I want as much NFL pushed into my veins. If we could double the NFL season, yes. Like if
Well, I
that was
think
an
they were
option,
talking about possibly adding another week and then giving every team two buys.
yeah, they were doing another week and I think only doing two playoff games and then you're right, then two buys.
Only
So
two playoff games?
or no, sorry, two preseason games. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I was like,
Two
whoa, hold on,
preseason
hold the
no,
phone.
two playoff games. You win two playoff games, you're just the Super Bowl champion and we have six Super Bowl champions.
God,
Um
the Jets would have won. If man, the Jets would have been two-time champions if they did that. God damn.
um no, but you know, I just don't understand. It's just too confusing. Like motherfuckers need to start merging streaming services or whatnot because I just want like I'm okay with two, right? Like Prime for Thursday. That's fine. Let Amazon have that one. That's kind of cool. They have like all those next gen stats and analytics and kind of show you who's blitzing and stuff. I think that's really cool. It like makes people who don't know football like understand it a little better
Mm-hmm.
and gives them a different like thing to look for when they're trying to learn the game. So I think that Amazon does a really good job about that. But just put everything else on like one platform. Like just put it all on YouTube or put it all on fucking ESPN. Like just let me pay one price and I get everything. And also don't make it $855 cuz that is fucking
Right.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but also the thing is that I don't like about the way sports are becoming with all these streaming services. Excuse me. Um, it's all just exclusive. You know what I mean? Like if they had like Thursday night football, sure I can live with that, but like solely on this channel as opposed to like it is primarily on this channel, but you can also see it on like CBS if you have normal cable,
Yeah.
right? Like I
Mhm.
think having that option would make it more flexible. But I mean, the MLB does this where they black out games, put them on Apple TV or stuff like this. I'm like if I just want to like happen to turn on the TV and just want to watch the Mets or the Jets or whoever whatever team I want to watch, like the fact that I have to like sign up for a streaming service to watch these some of these games is ridiculous. It's not even a free app. Like if it was a free app, it'd be one thing, but I gotta pay 10-15 bucks a month just to watch a game when I'm feeling it. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely it just definitely sucks. I just hate that basically we got away from cable television and had all these
Mm-hmm.
streaming platforms to just be right back into cable television.
Yeah,
Hey,
So,
Roger Goodell has to put food on his family's table, so you gotta do it
yeah. He
one way
gets
or
booed
another.
at the draft, so that poor guy needs all his money.
yeah, true. He's just crying, wiping his tears with fucking gold bars and $1,000 bills that don't even exist. Poor dude. Um,
Yeah, making it slowly into a flag football league.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So let's jump into our top three heartbreaking moments as football fans. We kind of talked about this last time we all talked together, but I thought it was worthy enough to be on the podcast. Um, so let's do Boomy. You're gonna kick us off. What are your three most heartbreaking moments as a super super sad Jets fan?
As a super, super sad Jet fan. Well, I already have one and two. So the number one
No, go from
moment.
three. Go from three.
All right, we'll go from three.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What was the number three then? Number three, I would say probably the second AFC Championship game. With Sanchez in 2010,
Mhm.
because I don't know. It's just like that was the year that Jets went all in. They got all these. It was like the last year most of the guys were on their contract. It was they had Cromartie for one more year before they had to sign him. Like the stars aligned, they were all in on that year, and
Mhm.
they should have beat Pittsburgh. I think they should have beat them. Heartbreaker that we freaking lost that one. Like the '09 one, I think we just got lucky because in week 16 every team lost and skyrocketed us right to the five seed I think at the time. So that one we kind of got a little lucky, but 2010 was the year, and like Sanchez played good that year. Oh god, that was the year should have happened, but you know,
Yep.
whatever. You
Mhm.
you go on with your life, but at number two, most comical, the butt fumble of Mark Sanchez, and I know we talked about it before, but
I
oh
love
my
the
gosh,
book in
I remember laughing so freaking hard at whatever holiday it happened on, whether it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or Thanksgiving, whichever one it was. I remember I was at my grandma's watching that thing and watching a grown man run into an ass and fumble for a touchdown. God, I couldn't drink that Heineken faster. I couldn't.
You're like, this is
God,
it.
dude, my cousin's a Rams
Uh,
fan, and he was just he was in tears. I remember he was laughing so hard, and I was just like, "This is my team right here. This sums up about the Jets right here. Just an utter embarrassment."
yep.
But yeah, anyway, and then at the number one spot, you all know where I was going with this one.
Mhm.
The most recent thing of Jets' absolute misery. Some argue that it is the worst thing to happen on September 11th in New York history, but we're talking about Aaron Rodgers and his Achilles injury 4 plays into the season.
Yep. Yep.
The Jets just cannot have nice things, man. They just can never have nice things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my list.
Okay.
Horrible.
Jesse,
Horrible. I
Jesse,
need to drink.
what do you got for Dallas?
Oh, so many options to choose from.
Number three.
But I mean, I'd say so. If I had to trim it down to three, I guess I'll say some honorable mentions are, we talked about this before. Tony Romo's botched extra point attempt.
I don't know how that's not
Um,
your three. I don't know how that's not three.
I mean, because that would have tied the game, so the game wasn't necessarily won yet. I guess, he could have scored that 2 point conversion and taken the lead, but there's a lot to choose from. Others being Sean Taylor's, and this one's kind of cool, because it was a blocked field goal. Sean Taylor recovered it, and then we pulled his face mask, and then he returned the ball another 10 yards, and they tacked on 15 yards after that, and then they ended up kicking the game-winning field goal. Or Mark Brunell's come from behind. We had a 13-0 lead with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Him to Santana Moss, that infamous connection. But I guess so. With number three, I'll start with. I'll say the 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 divisional round in 2016 against the Packers.
Mhm.
Was that Rodgers'
That was
like
that was
final
Rodgers,
drive?
man. It was, and there's a lot of things about that final drive that just piss me off every time I think about it. Like Jeff Heath, I don't know how in the world this dude rammed into Aaron Rodgers' blind side full speed, and could not strip the ball, could not even lodge the ball loose. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers just had stick him on his hands or whatnot, but that could have ended the game. It did not. It was just ended up just being a sack, but then they bounced back and Aaron Rodgers connects with Jared Cook with that crazy sideline catch. I was in a low place. I think that was my second year. No, that was my first year in the Navy.
What
Yeah, way to
when
start off your misery, dude.
when yeah,
That
Jesus Christ. What a shitty year.
Yeah.
Um
Oh my god! All right,
when
so
when
that
when hold on, I just have a quick when you said Dez caught it, what was your like knee-jerk reaction after seeing the call on the field?
my immediate reaction after hearing Gene Steratore make the announcement was, well, I was shocked at first because I was so convinced it was going to be ruled a catch. Because why wouldn't it be a catch, right?
Yeah, he made an
He
Mm,
athletic
caught the
he made
ball.
an athletic
Sure.
move after the ball.
mm,
Yeah, he took 3 steps. He took the ball from one hand and put it in the other. That signifies possession of the ball, right? The three
mm.
step, and then reaching for the goal line is a football move. That is by the book. He hit 3 check in the boxes. I just don't know. Like, everyone, Sam Shields, the cornerback in coverage, says it was a catch. Mike McCarthy admits it was a catch.
Yeah.
I,
How come
but
you don't
that,
admit
that,
the
that
Calvin
kind of
Johnson touchdown
fortified that
against you guys
rule.
was a catch?
You say what?
How come you guys don't admit the Calvin Johnson touchdown game winner against the Lions either that year or the year before was a catch? Weird. Weird.
Against us?
Yeah,
Against who? That was against the Bears. You talking about the end zone catch?
you guys.
Which I don't
Calvin
remember
Johnson got
Calvin
reversed
Johnson.
because he got in the touchdown. He caught the ball in the back of the end zone. Was that the Bears
That
or
was
was that the Cowboys? I thought that was Cowboys.
against the Bears,
Oh,
right,
damn,
Garrett?
that'll believe you.
That was
Hey,
100% against the
don't
Bears.
drag me into this.
I mean, if it was the Bears, then I stand corrected. But even still, exact same thing.
And that should have been a catch too. And I'll die on the hill.
I could have
But
sworn that
anyway,
was the Cowboys.
I'll die on that hill too, and I
no,
also do think it was the Cowboys. I don't remember.
I'll pull up the highlights after. I'll show you guys the highlights afterwards. It was 100% against the Bears. It was in Chicago. Talking
Okay.
about when he had it with one hand and then the ball hit the ground and it came loose.
Yeah, he caught it and he like
That-
basically like hit the ground but stood up and dropped it.
No,
Basically,
that was against the Bears.
was it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else then.
I
I don't
think
know.
there was
Either way,
I no, because I've seen that argument made where people are like, oh, well, why don't you guys call this against the Lions? Blah 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 blah.
maybe it wasn't the Calvin Johnson one, but I feel like something else happened against the Cowboys.
There was like that
So
same year where people were like, well, you can't call that a catch and Des Bryant's catch a catch, so
Mm-hmm.
well, it wasn't a catch actually. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I do agree that. So it was I forgot who the tight end was, but it was the pass interference, the flag that got thrown and then picked up. That's what
Maybe.
you're
I don't
probably
know.
talking
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't
I
know.
think we've gotten 5 different games mixed up.
Yeah.
We're
Well, when you watch so
we're
much
all
football, it all
arguing.
just blends
Yeah,
together.
yeah, we're all
And it
just
wasn't even like this was like a championship game of some kind where it was like, oh, Super Bowl, or
one game's
it was like probably like week 13
yeah,
of
no,
like
one game's preseason.
2016 or something like
Yeah,
that.
one game's the preseason of like 2009 and the other one's like postseason of 2014 and we're just like arguing all these different games. Um
Yeah.
Jesse, did you
It was the Bears, by the way. It was the Bears. I looked it up. Yeah, it was the Bears.
about.
Jesse,
I
did you
I
say
stand
number 1
corrected.
or no?
Say what?
Did you say number 1 yet or no? Your number 1
No,
heartbreaking?
so no, I actually just got off of 3. So 3 was the Mason Crosby field goal in 2016.
Okay.
Number 2 was the Giants game in 2007. in the divisional round because I just think our team, like we came off a 13-3 season, we were so like OP. That was definitely a year. Like I know we say, oh, this is our year almost every year, but that legitimately
Hey, say the
could have
line.
been our
Say
year.
the line again.
It, no, no, I refuse.
This is
But
our year.
I think I
and
heard
and what's
hold
crazy.
up, we
Let,
dem
let
boys.
me let
I
me get
think I
my
heard.
list and then we'll talk. All right. Let me get through my list real quick. All right. So, and what I heard about that game is that before Romo threw that interception in the end zone, a couple plays prior, Patrick Creighton dropped an easy walk-in touchdown catch, and that hurt probably more than the interception did because he just
That was
kind
the
of
year the Giants won it all, right?
it was
Yep.
so
You
Maybe.
what could have been?
that was pretty bad. And my number one is well, we kind of just talked about it, but the Des Bryant no call catch. That one
Okay.
sucked because probably like I said because I was so convinced it would be ruled a catch, and the fact it wasn't
Mhm.
that shocked me, and then I just fell into a year-long depression that ended
So,
up stemming another 5 years
uh-huh. Yeah, that's generally how
for
it
other
works.
reasons.
Well, okay, so I guess I spoiled it because I thought your honorable mention was the Des Bryant, and then that's why when Boomy asked like why I can't believe that's your honorable mention, but I guess I just misheard. So I guess I just fucked that all up. But yeah, that
Well,
for
our
me is
listeners
my
probably anticipated
that's
that
my
that was
saddest
going to be
moment
it.
as a as a Packers hater is when they didn't call that a catch because I really thought you guys were gonna go and beat them, and then they didn't call it a catch, and so yeah, the rest is history. So
Yep,
um
what's done is done.
yeah, alrighty. Well, I will jump into mine. Um, so my honorable mention is gonna be drafting Mitch Trubinsky. I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna throw him in the fire because fuck him. Um, I never wanted him. If any fans ever wanted him, fuck you. Deshaun Watson was way better fucking quarterback prospect. And I'm not even gonna go into the what ifs of Patrick Mahomes because I had no idea who the fuck he was either. But I did for damn sure know who Deshaun Watson was, and the fact that we traded for Mitch Trubinsky over Deshaun Watson made me, um, yeah, I think, yeah, that was bad. When we drafted Mitch Trubinsky, I was so fucking sad. But anyways, fuck you, Mitch Trubinsky. Um, uh, so number three is the God, I hate that the Packers are even part of this, but the 2013 NFC Championship, um, 33-28 loss to the Packers, um, when I don't even know how Randall Cobb was that open. I didn't even think that was possible. I didn't even think that a person can actually get that open on an NFL field. Um, and he just walks
Should have
in.
watched the Cowboys Packers game in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, that was also a shit stomping. But yeah, I thought we had him. I thought we had him. There was like 40 seconds left. I don't even know what the fucking play was. It was like third or fourth down or something, and Randall Cobb is just sitting in La La Land, wide the fuck open, and walks in for a 50-yard touchdown. So, um, yeah, that that sucked. Um, number two is probably the double doink.
Really, at
Oh,
number two.
Yeah,
I knew that. Oh,
and
oh,
I'll explain it. At number two, the double doink
okay.
is because everything after that wasn't guaranteed, right? I will sit up here and say that that 2018 Bears defense was easily the best defense in the NFL. We were 12-5. I'm pretty sure going into it, we were Super Bowl favorites out of the NFC, and we got stunned. Like we got stunned, and Cody Parkey couldn't fucking kick a chair out from under himself. Um, and I fucking hate him. Like if I see, I've said this before, um, and I won't say anything too rash. Um, if I see Cody Parkey in public, um, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. May just, no warning. Might just like, quick little sucker punch and dip out of there. I don't know. Fuck Cody Parkey. I hate him with a passion.
Would you even be able to recognize him? I wouldn't. I
Oh,
have no idea what he
with
looks like.
how many with how many times I've seen that and just his stupid face looking as the ball hits the upright and Eagles players are celebrating and then he puts his hands on his knees. I could probably reenact the whole fucking thing. But just seeing his stupid little he looks like a fucking Who from Whoville. Just seeing his little stupid Who face looking like in disbelief as the motherfucker didn't kick the upright like 4 fucking times against the Lions earlier that season or 3 fucking times against the Lions earlier that season. I cannot fucking stand him. Anyways, fuck Cody Parkey. That's number two, and the only reason why that's number two is because nothing was guaranteed after that. Number one was a Super Bowl loss. Um, and for me, that is the first time I'm pretty sure I remember crying like publicly, like in school, because once they lost, I was so confident that we were gonna win, and Devin Hester returns the opening kickoff, and it's a pretty good game going into the half, and then I'm pretty sure in the last part of the last half of the game, Rex Grossman, or it might have been the total game, but Rex Grossman threw 3 interceptions that game. Um, and so the reason why it is number one is because you're on the stage and you're there and it's right within your grasp. And Rex Grossman just fucking sucks. And we just handed the Colts a Super Bowl. I honestly think we should have won that Super Bowl, especially with how it started. But it is what it is. And it's a new era. We're turning a new leaf in Chicago. So all of Caleb Williams is going to make all my worries go away, and I will never have any more sad moments as a sports fan. So
Are you gonna paint your nails like him too?
if the Bears win a Super Bowl, I will fucking paint my nails and get a pink phone case and put lip gloss on. I could give a fuck less.
Dude, you're starting your transition. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, like dude, if what I don't give a fuck. Like if the Bears, I'm gonna I don't even know what I'm gonna do if the Bears win the Super Bowl. I'll probably go get a reverse vasectomy. I don't even know if that's possible.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's possible, dude.
Yeah, just
I think people do it all the time.
pop out another kid and be like, these little things are good luck charms.
You gonna name him Caleb Williams
Yep, there you go. I'll
Hampton?
get a reverse vasectomy just so I can name my kid Caleb Williams Hampton, the second.
That kid is gonna be bullied so hard.
Yeah, then watch like Caleb after if that happened, then Caleb Williams just doesn't do anything ever in his career after that.
Yeah,
All right, so let's go into our I guess this is a better transition. The NFL schedule
yeah.
drops Wednesday. Um, what are we thinking? So let's just quickly run over our what our schedules are, and then kind of let's predict where we see our teams are going to be like struggling. So Jesse, where do you does that make sense? Like, so okay, this may be a stretch of like very tough games. If we don't have a bye somewhere in here that could, really, really determine our season, depending on if that's where it's at. Um, so Jesse, do you want to start us off with that?
I think we're going About 500. I don't expect anything more, anything less. I
Really?
think
No
What?
preseason Weedham boys?
no,
Wow.
no.
Do you want to take?
Okay.
Hey, okay. Do you want to take a shot at what your guys' strength of schedule is? Like, out of all this, 1 through 32, where do you guys think your strength of schedule's at?
Going into the season,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Going into the season, yeah,
well, I think they said our strength of schedule was because we already know the opponents.
yeah.
I think it was like like around middle of the pack.
You guys have the 12th hardest strength of schedule.
Okay, yeah, so that's about there.
No, it's a little bit
Um,
above middle of the pack, but
well, like about
yeah,
like four. About, like
Yeah.
you guys
four.
are looking at about 505, so almost a 500 win loss against your opponents or opponents combined win percentage of 2023.
Yeah, and the reason I think we're not going to do bad, but we're also not going to do great is because we still have a lot of our key components, but we did take a few steps back. We haven't really addressed the running back room. I mean, yeah, we brought on Zeke, but um, that all in deal is really
That fat
kicking
fuck.
into full swing. Yeah, old
God.
belly dancer Zeke.
Tiki.
Um, and I think
Oh,
Dak,
fuck.
Dak is a regular season quarterback.
He
He's
is. He is the
I haven't really
MVP of
seen
the
much,
he is the MVP of the regular season when and
so
anything after
that's why
that
I
he
think
is thinking of beaches
that.
and Cancun and coconut drinks.
Well, what else would you be thinking of when you're making like 40 million a year,
Yeah.
knowing you don't have to play past mid-January?
Yep, very true. Very true. It's like
It is
he's like the James
until I see something
would you say he's like the
differently.
James Harden of the NFL?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yep.
I just you know it's been going on for what 9 years now. I want to put my faith in him, and as a Cowboys fan, I will do my due diligence to cheer him on during the season. Because I don't want him to fail, right? I don't want the Cowboys to fail, and if he fails, the Cowboys fail, obviously. So I'll still cheer him on. Maybe won't rep his jersey, because I don't want to get made fun of in public.
Mhm.
But um, I think middle of the pack. I think we're good enough to kind of like we might even make the playoffs as a wild card team,
Mhm.
but I just don't think. I'm curious to see what Mike Zimmer's defense is going to look like. I'm kind of looking forward to that. Because our defense just got gashed by this some dude named Jordan Love that no one's ever heard of before. Some kid from some school out in the um I don't
Where
even know what
Utah.
college,
South
college
Dakota.
Utah
one.
State.
South Dakota.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Utah State, bro.
No,
See,
Jordan.
like
Wait,
I don't
what?
even
Yes,
know.
Jordan loves Utah State, bro.
Fact
Utah
check.
Jordan Love
State?
went.
Ugh.
Oh, let's look it up.
For some reason when he got, I didn't even remember him being drafted. Like when they kept saying Jordan Love's name, I'm like, oh, it sounds like a guy from like UCLA or some bullshit, some Pac-10 school. And then I was kind of right. I think they are technically a Pac-10
Dude,
school, maybe.
94% acceptance rate? What a fucking bum ass school. And they only have a 53% graduation rate? Jordan Love's an
Yeah,
idiot.
that's
What a
those
moron.
Mormons are nuts in Utah, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, Utah State, dude.
Yeah. Utah State. And what's the other? Isn't there like, oh, Utah, University of Utah.
Yeah, Utah was Alex Smith. That's the school he went to. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. So Jesse, you think 500?
Yeah,
That's
I think if I'll drop an actual record, I'm thinking 10-7
10
is
and
my
7.
Hmm.
prediction.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta take notes. We gotta take notes for the
Yeah.
receipts. All right, Boomy, what do you got? What do you got for the good old New York Jets? First of all,
Them New York.
before you start, do you want to guess where you guys are at on your strength
Well,
schedule?
let's see. I'm looking at the teams right now. I know they're from what I can remember. There's only 6 playoff teams. It looks like that made it last year. I'm gonna say we're pretty high on easy schedule side. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say 4 or 5. I'm gonna say 4. Easiest schedule I think the Jets have.
The fourth easiest?
Yeah.
No, you guys are also tied 12th. 12th hardest schedule.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Man, looking at. I mean, there's only really 6 playoff teams out of this. I mean, okay, sure. I'll tell.
Well,
I'll
strength of
buy that for
schedule
a
doesn't
dollar.
mean playoff. It just means
Well, yeah, but
win
it's like the record
percentage.
from last year, and there's 6 different freaking playoff teams, and the other ones were damn near close. Actually, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Sure. Yeah, rough guess.
So you got 2 playoff
Anyway,
teams in your division.
Yeah, true.
Then
yeah,
that probably spikes it up.
Yeah.
yeah, but one of those probably wouldn't have made it if Aaron Rodgers didn't tear his ACL. What's real?
Yeah, the hypotheticals that live rent free in our heads.
The freaking what ifs, bro. Anyway, um, yeah, my prediction for these Jets, only really ones that are scaring me are the NFC West teams
Yeah,
because
the Niners, the
I mean
Cardinals.
The Niners are going through their drama now with all their wide receivers, and basically this is like the closing of their team being together.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the Rams are still the Rams. I mean, if Stafford's healthy, McVay knows how to get those guys going. Seattle's not a joke. I mean, I don't think they're great, but they're not a joke. So that could be a team. That could be a game where they could steal.
Isn't
And the
Sam Howell
Cardinals,
the starting quarterback?
no, it's still Gino.
No. Okay, that's good because Sam Howell sucks.
Yeah, Gino's on his last year. It's a brand new coach, so I mean, anything could really happen there. They could. I think that's a boom or bust. And the Cardinals added arguably one of the best players in the draft, if not the best, Marvin Harrison Jr. for Kyler Murray. Now, granted, they have a lot of other stuff they had to deal with, but the West scares me. I mean, we're playing the AFC South, which I mean, once you get past the Texans, it's not that scary. I mean, I can see this. I could see this team going 12-5.
Holy shit!
Either,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, I think Buffalo lost a lot of good pieces on, especially on defense. I mean, forget about Stephon Diggs, but on defense they lost a lot in the secondary. They also were battered by injuries. Von Miller's eating up a lot of their cap space. They don't have much to do to go on. Miami is Miami.
They just got OBJ.
Yeah, I know Miami is good. Usually we lose to Miami anyway, but I mean, then again, the Patriots suck. So it's like, I think out of the 6 games we're playing in our division, I think we're at least winning 3. Just by showing up with Aaron Rodgers, I think you're winning 3, and you might steal one from maybe the Dolphins and split, and then maybe Buffalo steals one. So you're right around the 3-3, 4-2 in the division. The way the Texans played last year, if they continue, see that's the thing is everybody's jumping on the Texans, but C.J. Stroud, he had a great season, but I want to see him take that second step. You know what I mean? Like a lot of like in the sophomore year is usually when they start to suck. So if he can keep playing at a high level, I think he's going to be great. But this is the season where I'm going to judge him on.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, yeah, the Texans beefed up their team. The Colts, they're a question mark. I don't think they're really great, especially with Richardson not getting a full year of playing time. The Broncos, I mean, could it be a Zach Wilson reunion against the Jets? I mean, time
he would
will
have
tell.
he would have the most warm welcome back to MetLife.
Hide your milk, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, I think the only ones where I'm like seeing guaranteed losses are like the Niners, Rams, and probably one from the Dolphins, one from the the Bills, and maybe the Texans. So yeah, you're looking at maybe 5 or 6 losses. So yeah, I'd probably say 12-5 is probably a good, assuming obviously everybody's healthy and the team is playing how they should. I think 12-5 is probably a guess for the Jets.
Okay. Um, I so funny enough, the Bears play the NFC West as well and the AFC South as well.
Hey,
Um, so I will start off by saying I think the Bears go. I think the Bears get 11 wins. I think the Bears go 11-6.
okay.
I think we split with the Lions. I think we will beat the Packers twice, and I think we'll beat the Vikings twice. Teams that concern me: Houston Texans, 49ers, the Jaguars. I don't care about the Titans. I don't care about the Panthers. I don't care about the Patriots. The Rams do scare me as well. The Seahawks, fuck the Seahawks. I'm not scared of them either. The Commanders, they're bums. Jaden Daniels is a fucking like extra small size Justin Fields. Um, so I think 11-6 is doable, and the only reason why I say that is people are like, oh, you can't expect a lot out of Caleb Williams. Listen, all fucking season I heard the Bears and Caleb Williams and the Bears and Caleb Williams and how good Caleb Williams was and blah 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 blah. If Caleb Williams is a 75% of the player that everybody has made him out to be, the Bears, and then also adding Romo Dunze, the Bears should be able to find a way to win 4 more fucking games. Especially like I said on last podcast, um, 3 of those games really slipped through our hands, and we fumbled the fuck out of them last year. The Browns,
Mm-hmm.
the Lions, and the Vikings. 3 of those games the Bears should have won. So, you know, realistically, is it if something goes our way, the Bears could have been a 10-win team. Just adding more players and better talent and not really losing anybody, the Bears should be getting to 11 wins. So I'm gonna stick to my guns, 11-6. Um, and also the reason why I think the Bears have a very good shot at that as well is because the Bears' strength of schedule is the third easiest in the NFL.
Hmm.
It is the Falcons with the
Yeah.
easiest, the Saints, and then the Bears. We actually have a easier schedule, or no, we have the same strength of schedule as the Panthers. So,
Oh wow.
I will say this really quick, one thing, and I need somebody to just like let me know or um like a article come out. Romo Dunze sat out the second day of rookie minicamp because of a hamstring issue.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know how serious that is. Hopefully somebody who has a lot more common sense and knowledge will like tell me on Twitter. Um, but yeah, if this guy better not be a Kevin White 2.0. I swear to God. I swear, dude.
I
I
totally
Uh,
mean,
forgot
yeah. I
about
mean, it's
that.
only off or like the OTAs or whatever it is. I
I
mean,
know, but it's
he
just
might have
like,
just
dude,
tweaked something.
here's the thing. Sure, but it's like dude. You had one practice and you're already hurt or you're already sitting out. Let's not fucking do this, okay? Let's like please let's not do this. Um.
I mean, it could be worse. Did you see the thing? The Patriots were talking about like Drake May.
Oh, what?
That I could be misquoting the article, and I'll see if I can find it. But apparently, like they were going very slow with him, and like he was like practicing taking snaps under center.
Hmm.
Like he was like legitimately like they were trying to teach him how to properly take snaps under center. I could be misquoting the article, but I'm 90% sure that's what I read, and I was like,
Okay.
wow.
Pat's quarterback May has a lot to work on, says coach.
Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, I think that might be the article I was reading.
Hmm. He has a lot to
Let me
work on,
see.
but I have no
Actually,
doubt he'll put the work in. Getting on the same page with everybody else. That's kind of what.
I thought I saw something about him like learning how to take snaps under center. That
I mean,
might have
dude,
been
they're
something else.
your divisional rival. You could say whatever you fucking want to say. It's not like we're the fucking gospel. You could say Drake May doesn't know how to play football. The Patriots fucked up. Fuck the Patriots.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be that bad. But it's just funny because like you draft this guy in the first round, like number 3 overall, and it's like, oh my god, this guy's a savior. And like you're focusing on him taking snaps under center. Like I get it. North Carolina did a lot from the gun, but it's like you were a college quarterback. Like there's no way your entire career was in the shotgun. There's no way. Like you should know how to take snaps under center, and the fact that they're focusing on that, oh god, like why they're stressing under center snaps is
Hmm.
dumb to me. Like why is that even in there?
He's lucky Belichick isn't still the coach.
Oh, good Bill.
Yeah.
Finally, the era of Belichick and Brady is out of the AFC East, and Jet fans could not be happier.
Hmm. I can't find what you're talking about. It just says there
It
were.
says it later in that article. You're reading the ESPN one, right?
I'm reading the Sports Boston one.
Okay. Like, yeah, it was just later in the thing they said. Uh, I just had it. That basically, yeah, they were focusing on him taking snaps under center as opposed to when he was in North Carolina, which they mostly did shotgun.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they were like getting back to fundamentals
all I
of
keep
taking
saying
under
is
center.
just
Like,
it's pretty much was as advertised, right? Like he has the physical attributes and everything to be really fucking good, but he just has a lot to work on. Like he's a project. So I mean,
yeah, and that's why I think the Patriots fucked up is they don't really have a quarterback ahead of him to like be the bridge. Like, I don't even know who the hell is even their quarterback, like other than him.
uh, Jacoby Brissett.
They did bring him back,
I think so, right?
and I don't know. I like I said, I don't. I might have read something where he went back to the
Um,
Patriots, but
I I think so, right? Is that right, Jesse?
You're asking the wrong person. I have no idea what Patriots
if it
did.
doesn't have a blue star on it, I don't give a shit.
Besides draft Drake May.
Because they
I have
have
no
him and
idea.
they have Joe Milton, don't they?
Who? Yeah, who?
Yeah, wait, this was uh,
Oh, apparently he
yeah,
did. I
yeah,
see
no, yep.
Patriots posted something.
Jacoby Brissett, Drake May, Bailey Zappi, and Joe
Oh, Milton,
Milton.
the guy from
Yeah,
Tennessee.
yep, mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, dude, I know. I totally forgot that guy existed. Yeah,
Dude, that dude's a fucking dude. He's so fucking fun to watch play football.
yeah. He's the guy that I thought the Jets would draft later and kind of mold him into be a project. But I'm all right with
No, yeah,
Jordan or Travis.
yeah. I think he just that dude can throw the ball fucking 200 yards. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, look at that. Jacoby Brissett is a New England Patriot.
Yeah,
Look at
he's
that.
the starting quarterback as of right now.
Damn, Drake May's got to learn from that guy. Yeesh.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
Yeah.
let's wrap this up. Let's just really quickly top 10 list of people we want on the podcast. Um, Boomer, go first. Give us your wish list of famous celebrities, and we'll speak this into existence, and hopefully some of these people will be dumb enough to come on this podcast one day.
All right, so number 10, I'm going to start it off same way I started off last time. The woman that stole our hearts from March of 2020 to September, October of 2020 during our maiden deployment. Our girl, our patron saint, Chechik, triple queen. Gotta love her.
Jesus
You know, would
Christ.
love to talk to her the ins and outs of her industry. Definitely one.
I think it would
Number
like it
nine,
would be
I got
it would be kind of crazy if you like if she ended up being like a huge football fan and then just talking football with
right, like
a
kind of how
very
like Lisa Ann was, like she just like
yeah
knows the ins and outs of like fantasy
yeah
football and all this crap.
and like
That would be awesome.
that would actually be like really wild to be like, oh hey look, this porn star is super fucking like she knows ball more than us.
Oh yeah.
So
All
okay,
right,
keep
moving
going.
on.
Yep.
Number nine, I got Pat McAfee. I mean, we talked about it before, but definitely like one of the bros, but also knows his stuff. Obviously, insider because he was a player. Like probably one of the most real guys I listen to. Love him. Number eight, I got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Dude, hilarious to talk to. And going into him would be my number seven, Nick Mangold. I think they'd be a great combination to have all the probably like dumb stories that they have from locker rooms and stupid stuff that they've done and funny stories on the field. I think that would be great. Let's see, number six, I got Jim Carrey, my living legend of comedy when I was growing up. Love that dude, all his movies. Five, I got Dave Grohl. I like I just feel like he's like one of the most down to earth celebrities that I've ever really like seen. Like I watched him on what's that Hot Wing Challenge thing?
Oh, Hot Ones.
Yeah, that one. Like
Mhm.
he was on there, and that dude was he's just so fucking funny and like just seems like a good person that he would like want you'd want to talk to, and he would just be like a bro. So I
Yep.
got Dave Grohl. Number what am I at five? I got Chris Hemsworth.
Okay.
Definitely would be some eye candy in there. Love to talk to him about all the Marvel movies.
And let him know that
Plus hearing that accent.
he was like one of the finalists for like hottest dudes
Yeah, yeah. I'll
on
let
a
him know
U.S.
that
warship.
U.S. Warship. He was a Final Four candidate for hottest dude, and it almost led into bloodshed.
Yeah, we had to get the captain involved.
Yeah, right.
Oh God.
I believe that was number five. Number four, I got Bert Kreischer. Love to see him, like, kind of. I mean, just seeing his podcast, just a funny dude. Would love to get his take, and he kind of does talk about sports a little bit too. Love it. Let's see. What am I at number three? Ray Lewis. Grew up watching that dude. I loved watching him play with all the passion and the energy and just I loved watching him play. He was something else to watch. Um, six. Who else do I have? I have what am I number two?
Yeah.
Where's number two? Who did I miss? Oh, I got Jack Black.
Oh, okay, that'd be an interesting one.
Yeah, there's two people that I don't trust in this world. It is cat people, and it is people who do not like Jack Black.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Did I actually put 10 on this? Six, eight, 10. Who did I miss? Oh, I think I might have skipped numbers because I think I might have combined Fitz and Mangold maybe together.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I think you did. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I think I was like I see 10 names on here, but I don't know where they are. So yeah, so Jack Black would actually be number one, and yeah, so I'm four. But yeah, Jack Black I think would be awesome to talk to, and I worship that man.
Jesse, you want to go or do you want me to go?
I guess I'll go with my list.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
I like
brother.
Boomer's list a lot. Yes, you got some good names on there. As for mine, I'll start with 10 going down. I got Michael Irvin, Cowboys legend, and I just his energy whenever he talks. I watch him on NFL Network all the time. He's I don't know if you remember Garrett when we went to the Cowboys Bears game at AT&T Stadium. Before the game, they had that little promo video of Michael Irvin getting the crowd fired up. I think I still have the
Yep.
video. I
Yep.
just love that type of energy. Um, and you get to talk about the. I can guess we can kind of talk about the good old days of the Dallas and what it was like to be on a winning team.
Yep.
I'll kind of throw that in there too.
Mhm.
Second, I got Jason Statham,
Oh, okay, that's
the
interesting.
actor.
Yeah, that's an interesting
The
pick.
actor, I think I like his accent, and I love every movie he's been in. And I'm pretty sure he's a sports fan too. So, he's probably heavier on the soccer side, but I get to talk some ball with him there. Next up, I got Vin Diesel, and just talk about his experience with the Fast and Furious franchise. One of the most successful movie franchises of all time.
Vin Diesel just looks like a Cowboys fan.
Why is that? Because he's like big and buff and intimidating looking.
uh, I wouldn't say
I
that. He
think
just
Yeah.
looks
I
kind.
think he's
He
going
just
more
looks
for
kind of
the he
stupid,
rides the
honestly.
short bus kind of look.
You can tell him that when we bring him on the show.
I will because
Yeah.
No.
more than likely I'll be on the other side of a computer, so I could say anything and nobody can hurt me.
All right. Next up, I got Jason Witten. Personally, my all-time favorite Cowboy. I grew up watching him from when he was drafted in '03 up to his last game, and I think it was 18, 17, 18, somewhere around there.
I think he came back
Um,
18, no?
I mean, he came back to retire as a Cowboy. After going to Oakland, I think we should have just given him whatever he wanted, and he should have just stayed a Cowboy. He was Cowboy through and through. Um, and he's the head coach of a high school football team that's doing really well. I forgot what the name of the high school is, but he's
Isn't
he's
that
doing
like
he's doing
every
pretty.
NFL dude who retires? They either go into sports talk or they go coach a high school football team.
I
Hell
mean, yeah.
yeah, and be successful at it. Absolutely. Um, Next up, I got Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Um,
Okay.
loved him growing up. Watched him in the WWF at the time. I loved, I wouldn't say he's my favorite wrestler, but I just loved the rivalry between him and Stone Cold.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
that was one of the greatest wrestling rivalries of all time. Um, that was, I think, bringing him on. He's like a gentle but giant dude. He wouldn't hurt a fly, but he will break your face with his pinky. Um, Now going into the top five, I got Liam Neeson, and this is purely because of his voice.
He has a
He has
particular
the
set of
most
skills.
badass voice. Yeah, absolutely. Loved all his movies. Actually, my favorite movie, Run All Night, is he's the lead actor in it. Really good movie. You should
That's
check it
not
out.
even his best role, dude.
I think it is. Well, I mean,
His
you can
role was
argue.
Ted 2.
I actually haven't seen that movie.
What? Dude, when he buys the
But
box of tricks? God, dude, you gotta culture yourself.
I don't know. I've watched a bit of Ted One. I forgot why I didn't finish it, but I liked it at the time, but I just never got back into it. I,
Pretty sure it's Ted
I'll watch
2.
it. I'll
That's
watch it
Ted
just
1.
for you. I'll watch it just for you. All right. I'll come back with you
Just
with
watch the
the.
clip. Just watch it. You don't even really watch the movie. Watch the clip.
All right. I'll write that down.
It's Ted 1. It's
Next.
one of the Teds. I think it's Ted 2, but maybe it's Ted 1.
All right. Next up, I got Tom Brady. I think I've seen him kind of take his talents to the social media world. He's been featured in several social media influencer videos. I don't know if you guys saw the roast.
Oh, dude, that was three
That was
hours of
I love that. Yeah.
pretty good
Yeah,
stuff
it
there.
was good. It was very good.
So I think he'd be entertaining. After his roasts were definitely amazing in that show. Um, and then diving into the top three, I got Conor McGregor
Okay.
because he's just a fucking great guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to his bout coming up in UFC 302. We'll talk about that when
303.
when that time comes. Is it
Who
303?
the
Mm.
fuck is that guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So two, I got Micah Parsons because he's my favorite Cowboy right now. And it'd just be nice to kind of dive into the behind the scenes of the Cowboys and are we going in the right direction? Are you still going to be a Cowboy in 2 years? Who knows? Only Micah would know. And then last but certainly not least, Bruce Buffer. And when
That's
we
a good
bring him
one.
on,
Yeah.
I want him to do his intro to lead off the episode,
That would be amazing.
just like he did in Jake Paul's podcast, or not Jake Paul, Logan Paul's podcast.
Did he?
I would, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. It was that he is the life of the UFC.
Yeah, he is
You know,
fucking awesome.
It took me forever to realize that him and Michael were brothers.
Well, they
yeah.
didn't know they were, right? Like they didn't realize they were related or something, right?
Really?
Yeah,
No, I think
no, is
are they long lost?
I don't know. Maybe I'm confusing them with somebody else, but I thought there was like they didn't realize. I don't know.
Like they're estranged or something like that, or like half brothers or something.
Yeah, maybe they were in like different dimensions or something, and they just
Maybe.
yeah, like they are the same person, but then Bruce Buffer came to our
It says
world.
it says they're half brothers, and they met each other for the first time in 1989 as adults.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See,
Okay,
they
so
didn't
yeah,
know.
they're
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah they're half brothers.
yeah.
Okay.
See, I knew a little
must be a
bit.
gene
Well,
thing.
I knew a
it's
little
so
bit about what
crazy
I
that
was
they're
talking
half
about.
brothers. So crazy they're half brothers and they basically do the exact same job, just in two different
Well, I'm pretty
sports.
sure that's how Bruce Buffer like
Yeah.
found him was like, hey, this guy like looks like me or something like that, and they fucking got a DNA test or some shit and was like, boom, you guys are brothers.
It's
So,
God
anyways,
damn.
it's a small world.
yeah.
Right?
Alrighty, really quickly, I'll get through my list. Number 10, I got Caleb Williams. Um, I just want to
Who would
talk
have
to
thought?
him. I just want to tell him I love him and that if he needs anything or anybody to leave him alone or just need me to like cuss at somebody on Facebook for him or fucking Twitter, um, or I mean anything he needs, I am his guy. I will help him with it, no questions asked. Um,
Tell him you broke up with Justin Fields to make him feel better.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah, I still got to get that jersey out of my closet, but yeah, we're definitely broken up. Um, okay, number 9, Nick Saban, goat, goat coach. I have to see what is inside Nick Saban's mind, and I just would love to like watch. I want if I could watch a football game with anybody in this world, it would be Nick Saban. Like just hearing him be like, I just feel like he would tell you what's happening before it happens. I don't know. I love Nick Saban. Everything he's just the greatest coach of all time in any sport, in my opinion. He just is a leader of men, knows how to get the job done. No fucking games. It is like military mindset at the facility, and Alabama football is bigger than Alabama. So it's just he turned a program into one of the most historically um man, how do I put this? He turned Alabama into just a juggernaut, and I don't think we'll ever see something like that in football again. Like a coach going somewhere and then just championship, 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 one loss season, ever again. Um, Number 8, I got Stavros Halkias. I think talking to that motherfucker would be so goddamn funny. First of all, because he's a Ravens fan, and I could shit on him for them losing when they're so close once again. And I also feel like it'd be really, really easy to spin him up, so that would also be really fucking cool. But yeah, he's like one of my
Oh, that's who. Okay,
yeah,
sorry, dude. I
yeah,
had to Google it. I did not know who that guy was.
yeah. I fucking love that dude. He is his comedy. I didn't know this was a thing like crowd working. he does it really fucking good. Like he does it
Rife does it
really.
too. That's like the style he does.
Who?
Yeah.
Rife?
Matt Rife,
Yeah,
new comedian.
I don't know. I just think like Matt Rife's okay. I'm not the biggest
No,
fan.
I'm not saying like he was better. I'm saying that's just like the kind of
Oh,
style that
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
do. Like
yeah. Okay.
the.
Yeah. I no, Stav is like that's my guy. He's definitely my favorite um
My guy.
stand up behind one other person. Um so going it to number 6, I got Brian Urlacher. Um I don't even have to explain myself.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of the greatest bears of all time, dude is just a wealth of knowledge. Give us insight of what it was like during that '07, Super Bowl loss. Um, and also the 2010 year. That'd be cool to kind of pick his brain about because I thought we were really close that year too. um, or no, wait, was that 10, 9, 8, 7? 7 was Urlacher. Sorry. 6, I have Lil Wayne. I just think talking to Lil Wayne about football would be trying to figure out where fucking Pandora's box is because I don't. I know he likes football. I think he's a Saints fan because he's from
No,
Louisiana.
he's a Packer. I think he's a
Oh,
Packers
he is
fan.
a Packers fan. So yeah, that would even be better because then I could just scream at him and be like, "Fuck you, Lil Wayne." For being a
Young
Packers
Moolah,
fan.
baby.
Yeah, and then he just hits me with some shit like that, and then someone's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, he actually just dissed you mad hard," and you're like, "What?" And then I just hear the lighter flick right after he gets off the podcast, and he just wrote a whole fucking song about me, a diss track about me or something, and I'm like, "What the fuck just happened?" So
And
that'd
we
be
don't want
super
no
sick.
problem.
Excuse me. So breaking in top five, I got Aaron Rodgers at number 5. Um, I just want to tell him that he ruined my life, my childhood,
Yeah.
at least. So that'd be kind of cool. Um, Number 4, I got Dave Chappelle, the GOAT,
Great pick.
greatest of all time. I don't think I've ever heard him talk about sports, so I think it would be like, and I've never seen anything on like talking, just him talking sports. That would be fucking sick just to have him on and like low key he's like this huge fucking, even if he's like a huge soccer fan, like that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Um, Number 3, I got Devin Hester, um, my favorite Chicago Bear of all time. Um, I've idolized him since I can't even tell you how old, in 4th or 5th grade. Um, yeah, the goat kick returner. So gotta have Devin Hester. Number 2, Tiger Woods. And mostly just because I want to tell him stop being a bitch and win us another major. Us, like we're a team.
And stop cheating on super hot Swedish models.
Yeah, that too. I'll let you throw that one in there. Um, but like I just want to tell Tiger Woods, like, dude, you can fucking win. You're stopping yourself. So stop being a bitch and just go win us this so we could just settle this debate. And then number 1, probably my favorite athlete. I don't care what anybody says, what you call them, athlete of all time. The one and only Stone Cold fucking Steve Austin. And that is just because like once again idolized him, like in my opinion the greatest wrestler of all time. The pops he made in stadiums was deafening. And also, yeah, The Rock and his rivalry was good, but there's just something about that glass shattering that's just awesome. So,
Oh yeah. Even just
I
his
think
dialogue too, just like coming up like with the Austin
yep,
316.
yep. Like it was just on
Like
a
the story
whim,
behind
dude.
that is
Yeah,
is nuts.
it is. It is so
Just
nuts.
dude,
So
fuck yeah.
yeah, and just hearing like JR fucking yelling, it's Austin," like him running down and taking a steel chair to somebody and fucking flipping them off and pouring beer in their face. Like that dude was a fucking whole ass vibe. And
The
I just
man literally saved the WWF single-handedly from the WCW.
yeah, dude,
Literally,
yeah, literally.
single-handedly.
He pulled a beer truck out and sprayed The Rock and um fucking um the McMahons with the beer and made them flop around the ring like a bunch of fucking fish. You know how cool you know how cool that was?
Yeah, I remember that.
God, he was just so fucking badass. Didn't give a fuck. And then he became the CEO for a while, and like that was cool. And he turned into the bad guy. It was just cinema, perfect cinema.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
all right, boys. Well,
Yeah, I'll jump on that real quick. No disrespect to Undertaker, but he's also one of the goats. But in WrestleMania 40, I think it should have been. Have you guys seen it, by the way, or
yeah,
watched the
Which one
highlights?
was 40?
yeah.
Was that Brock Lesnar?
I no, that
No,
was like The
that
Rock
was the
came out and saved Cody Rhodes, and then like
Past one was 40, right?
yeah.
yeah, and then Undertaker came out.
I
It was
agree
just the
with you.
bell bomb.
I already know
I
what you're
think
gonna say
Stone
it, and I
Cold
agree. It should have been Stone Cold.
Stone Cold should have been the one to come out. It should have been
Yeah,
that glass shattering. That
that would have
and I
been
should have saved
th-
Undertaker for a different
that
time.
would have been
But
the biggest pop in WWE history.
oh, that would have
Video,
blown
by
up
the
the
way.
internet.
I love those.
Dude, it's
You
so
just go on
good.
YouTube and you put biggest WWE
Oh
pop, and
yeah.
you just get
Yep.
that, and you're just like,
Yep. Yep.
you get the chills.
Alrighty, boys. Well, episode 2, Boomy and the Ham in the books, and we will see you all later.